How do I get you to come to shul? For some of you, this is a question I have not successfully found the answer to in the last 27 years. But seriously, one of the sources of pride shared by all of us at TBS was the numbers of people who attended our Shabbat, holiday, and even weekday services on a regular basis. Of course, our attendance swelled when we celebrated a bar, mitzvah, an ofra for baby naming. But even on those occasions when people just came to daven, we could count on an attendance in the hundreds. Of course, COVID put an end to all that. The last year has been remarkable for so many reasons, not least of which has been the creative and dynamic ways we recreated ourselves to bring shul to you. Our TBS to You program, our move to online services and classes, all of it was an exceptional and incredibly successful response to an unprecedented challenge. In those first few months, as we created an online presence, our numbers swelled. Hundreds of screens for a Friday night service were not unusual, as we all thirsted for a sense of community and connection. Now, an end is in sight. As more and more of us get vaccinated, it's time to come back to shul. I understand your reluctance. We all did a very good job at communicating the danger that COVID presented. What was broken is not so easily repaired. Shul was a place of comfort and community. It was a place of respite and refreshment. We came to find quiet from a noisy world, to commune with God, but we also came to connect with friends, find community, celebrate our joys, and heal our wounds. Here are a few of the things I have been hearing in response to my question, asking why I don't see some of you back in shul. Rabbi, I just don't feel comfortable yet being in large crowds. Rabbi, if I have to sit there in a mask, distance, and no kiddush, well, that was not the shul experience I knew and loved. I'd rather wait until things get back to normal. Rabbi, to be honest, I've gotten out of practice. Shul is a habit, and once the habit is broken, it is difficult to get back into it. Or as one person said to me, Rabbi, if it makes you feel better, I'm not going back to the gym either. No, it does not make me feel better. All of these are understandable explanations why it has become clear that a return to normal is going to take time, and the best way for us to deal with it is a lot of encouragement and a lot of patience. The other thing we can do is to make sure that you know that Temple Beth Shalom is a safe place for you to return to. For many months, we had no in-person presence at all. Then, as conditions improved and in line with CDC and New York State guidelines, we permitted limited numbers of people to attend, requiring everyone to wear masks and sit distanced. We have maintained a Zoom live stream option throughout this period, enabling people to go to shul from the comfort and safety of their own homes, and we will continue to maintain our live stream for the foreseeable future. Zoom got us through a difficult period. Thankfully, that period is coming to an end. Livestream remains a wonderful opportunity to bring our services to those who are homebound, in the hospital, or far away. It was the best we could do under challenging circumstances, but now we can do better. For the time being, all in-person minyan services held in the chapel will maintain a Zoom presence, but starting June 12th, Shabbat morning, from the main sanctuary, services will be in person and on live stream only. Our little corner of the world continues to improve. As numbers of vaccinations increase, the danger of infection decreases. As more and better studies come out, it becomes clear that for those who are fully vaccinated, coming to shul like we used to presents little risk. If you have not been vaccinated, please do so. With the exception of those who might have medical contraindications, we Jews believe that getting vaccinated is not only the right thing to do, it is a mitzvah. The Torah says, Shmor et nafshecha, protect your life. Life is a gift on loan from God, and we have a responsibility to preserve it, maintain it, and refrain from any behavior that might damage or destroy the precious gift we have been entrusted with. Our children over 12 are just beginning to be vaccinated, and those under 12 will probably not be able to avail themselves of the vaccine until the fall, and we must be mindful of them. After discussions with our medical advisory board and the leadership of our congregation, we are ready to take our next step back to normalcy. Starting June 12th, not this coming Shabbat, but the one after, we will permit those who are fully vaccinated and have presented proof of vaccination to the temple office to attend all TBS in-person functions without a mask and without distancing, indoors and out. Those who have not been vaccinated and those who have not or provided or cannot provide proof of vaccination will still be expected to wear a mask and maintain distance at all TBS events for the time being, except for outdoor events where everyone can remove masks for eating. We believe that by requiring proof, we will be able to assure everyone that TBS is a safe environment and make it easier for more and more of our community to return. You can send a picture of your vaccination card or a screenshot of your Excelsior Pass to the office, and we will put you on our vaccinated list. If you do not feel comfortable sending us that information, you can stop by the office and show it to Donna, and we will be glad to add you to the list. When you come to shul, after you pass through security, you will give your name to the attendant. If you are on the list, you can proceed without a mask. If you are not on the list and cannot provide proof of vaccination, you will be asked to wear a mask or provided with one if you do not have it. This is not a perfect system, but it is also not a permanent one. It will enable us to take the next step so that so many of us want to take, of reaching a threshold of comfort that makes coming to shul the fulfilling, enriching, and enjoyable experience it used to be. This new policy will remain in effect until CDC and New York State guidelines change again, and then we will review it and update it accordingly. We hope that by the high holy days we will be able to have an even more normal shul experience. We would love your input. We need your involvement. Following this video, you will notice a link to a very brief survey. We want to know what we can do to make you feel comfortable enough to come back to shul. We miss you. I know that you miss us as well. I look forward to seeing you in shul.